All right, ladies and gents, before we rip into this wonderful topic of migration in Australia, because this is going to go down well, I wanted to play this video from day one of Albanese's election campaign. We've got What's News. This dude right here went to one of the campaigning booths, whatever places, and heckled Albanese, with Albanese not responding at all, showing the character of Albanese in true form. This video. Now, one thing I wanted to mention just before we rip into it, this video came out a couple of days ago and it was just in the background, and all of a sudden over this weekend, since yesterday, Saturday, it's blown up. It's everywhere, all over Twitter. I think this video hit a nerve, and I think this is the new meme for Albanese's complete disaster of a leadership.
8 million immigrants in 5 years is going to increase demand on the medical system. What about the fact that people my age can't get any housing, we can't get rentals anymore, we have no future in this country anymore? Don't you think that's kind of ridiculous? No? You can't touch me, mate.
There you go. What a absolute true champion of a human being. What's News? Go check him out. This is Albanese's. This is his reaction. Where is it? His reaction is this. Check it out. Weak coward. Why wouldn't you say something? You're running for a premiership. Is that how you say it? Why wouldn't you say something? I don't understand why he doesn't say anything. Anyway, let's get into the video. I wanted to add that before we launched into this this tweet. Alright, boys and girls, this one might be a little bit controversial. The state of Melbourne AU now. Locals can't get a rental property because the Indian visa workers flooded like a plague of Uber locusts into the city. Wow. And lived 12 to a house, offering higher rent than locals can afford. So basically, the Green Fairy, who seems very angry about this. I think a lot of Australians are very angry about the housing situation at the moment. 12 people can pay a lot for a house, for a rental property, if they can all stay in that one rental property. If I have 5 friends and we moved out, we could get a massive house and have dope shit and pay through the roof. Obviously, it'd have to be a 5-bedroom, but not necessarily. You can sometimes make 2-bedroom into 4. Explosion of Mumbai invasion gas happened less than 2 years ago. So a lot of people have been talking about the issue of Asians coming in to Australia and dominating the market. Now, this is a video I wanted to do a long time into my future, but we're here. This post triggered me. When was this? 2023 migration deal. That'll be a good article to have a look at. See what ChatGPT pulls up. Wow. Alright, this is actually very... Ooh, Nelly. We've hit the gold mine. Here we go. This is the chart that we needed. Now, I wonder how accurate this is. But obviously, I'm not going to look into it. United Kingdom, look at that. 1966. A massive amount of UK residents coming in right before 1966 or 1966. That's 66 to 75. Now we've got China, India, and United Kingdom still at large. United Kingdom quite a bit. Are we surprised? I am not surprised. What else we got? We got Vietnam. Vietnam's always kind of been 80s. Yeah, since the 80s. Greece. Greece is a dominant one. And Italy. Yeah, no way. Very, very interesting. What do we got here? Damn! Month per annum. No, numbers per annum. Alright, how many students are coming in? There was a massive spike in 2008. And there's a spike trending... we don't... 2025. Did I say for the last 20 years? I did, you son of a bitch. Where's my data? This is probably the only data we can get. It looks like it's just pulled it from God knows where. It would be good if it actually showed us where this is coming from. This is definitely not. Alright. 30%. Look at that number there. 2023, 26.6 million was the population of Australia and 8.2 million people came in. No. That's insanity. Top countries: England, New Zealand, China, India, Philippines. Yeah, well, still way more. Ooh, dwindling, isn't it? 2005 versus 2023. Look who's in the lead almost. Almost. England's still the number one. Yeah, I mean, England has its own problems. The portion of Australia's population born overseas increased from 24 to 30%. India's overseas-born population saw the most significant growth, surpassing England as leading country of origin by 2023. India's. The number of residents born in China and the Philippines also experienced substantial increase over the period. Alright, so there's some validity. I am very curious why I just jumped on this bad boy here. Let's read of the comments. Alright, I had a chat with an Indian driver. He told me he feels defrauded by the Australian government. Why did the government issue visas when Australia is full and has problems with getting housing? He sold his ancestral land to gather money to pay for the visa processing fees. That's why the government wants the processing fees. He also pointed out that none of them are coming here refugee visas like Afghans, Gazans, and peaceful African machete groups. Lodge your grudge with your government and not against people who've been hoodwinked by the same government. This is BAM! Right there. Every time you feel a bit of a racist, don't. Everyone's here to make a good life for themselves. It's the government that's screwing everyone. The government's getting taxes, pulling taxes out of everyone as much as they can. They're profiting from these processing fees for the visas. Stop using Uber. Yeah. Try and get a taxi these days. They're like twice the price. Yeah, I'm not read it out. But I'll tell you what I think, and you might think I'm a racist, you might not. Maybe lazy. Andrew Jackson kind of has a good point. Maybe the lazy fat fuck Aussies should stop buying Uber food. Although people ordering are probably all getting NDIS payments. NDIS! That's an interesting topic for another time. I can't imagine this is true. One Indian Uber owns 11 houses in my area, all of which are listed on short stay sites yet have NDIS recipients in them. To the far right of me, 2 families in one single share, 3-bedroom house, $400 per week per room, all paid through. Stop getting Uber Eats, you fucks. Lol. There is a common thing, a common thread here that we're all pulling on. It's the government. Someone really needs to step in, like Trump. We need an Aussie Trump, and it's not Dutton at all. No way. He's pro more immigration. Alright, I'll leave it here. Check it out, right? This is what I think. It is very hard to get a place here. There's not enough houses for all of us. That is not anyone's fault. It is the fault of the state government not building enough homes, not preparing for migration coming in, not preparing the infrastructure, not creating jobs. To me, it kind of seems like it's just a little child. It's something a child will do, you know. Let a bunch of people in and not like set anything up to accommodate that, you know. Government's completely screwed up for everyone. Like that tweet said, you know, people come over into this country with this false representation of how good it's going to be. Just like what's happening in New York when people come into these sanctuary cities. They promise the world and they get there and there's nothing there. The state advertises jobs so it looks like there's jobs, but most of these jobs you need like fluent English, all this sort of stuff restricts people that come in from actually getting the jobs. So it's a bureaucracy, right? Basically just bullshit. Hopefully it sorts itself out. I'm not very hopeful. I know a lot of Australians aren't very hopeful, but we've got an election coming up and both the guys are just complete dipshits. So I think that's why we're feeling a little bit hopeless, is what I meant to say. Hopeless.